Alright, what's up everybody? Once again, my name is Matt and welcome back for more Sonic Adventure DX. Unlike all my other videos, this one is actually going to be post-commentary because there's actually a funny story about this. For you guys, it'll be probably 2 nights ago. For me, it was last night when I was recording this. This was about when I was 20 minutes into the recording. I was recording this, you know, everything was good and dandy, and then all of a sudden, the power goes out for 7 minutes. And, you know, during those 7 minutes, it wasn't raining at all. There was like no storm or whatever, but the power was out for, you know, 7 minutes. And of course, I lose all my commentary that I had already done for this video. But luckily, since the way, you know, the way my current capture card works is, and I'm assuming most capture cards work this way, is that it writes the file directly to the hard drive anyways, and you don't need to save it afterwards. So luckily all the gameplay was still there and it was, you know, perfectly fine. So I was able to salvage this, and I figured, you know what, I'm not going to lose 20 minutes of gameplay, so I will just post-commentate it, and that's what I'm doing now. But yeah, I mean, I don't know how well this is going to go. Right there you can see Metal Sonic. I don't know how well this is going to compare to my other videos where I do live commentary, because post-commentary for me, I don't know how well I'm going to be able to explain what's going on in the game. But I'll do my best, and we'll hope that it goes out well. And to make it even worse, like the power went out for 7 minutes, and then it came back on, right? And then after it came back on, like 5 minutes after the power came back on, then it started to thunder and rain and storm and do all that stuff. So you would think the power would have gone out then, and not, you know, when I was recording and when it did. So that was kind of annoying, honestly. But yeah, my initial reaction was like, no, I just lost everything. I was so mad, I really was. And I was like, oh wait, no, my gameplay is still going to be there, so I'll be fine. Luckily it was. So now I am post-commentating this in hopes to salvage that footage. But anyways, here we are on Action Stage 10. I think this was called Final Leg. I wasn't paying attention when I was when that passed by. So, and this stage actually took me, this is why it took me 20 minutes to do this stage. This stage right here really ticked me off, honestly. But you know, there was a lot of dying in this stage. If you watch my life counter at one point, I'll actually point it out when we get to that point. But if you watch my life counter, it'll go from what's it at, like 8 right now? It'll go from 8 all the way down to like 1, and then eventually down to 0, 0. So, you know, there's a lot of death in this episode. I cut out a lot of footage. Like, there was like a whole 8 minutes of me just failing at getting past the easiest part of the stage. It was really annoying and obnoxious. But, you know, what are you going to do? So I had to do it. I'm actually recording this in a different room, and I died right there because I'm retarded and I couldn't jump. I'm actually recording this in a different room than I normally do, so if you can hear outside, it's because the windows are open. So I'm not sure how well any ambient noises are going to be picked up on the mic or not. So hopefully it won't turn out that bad. I don't think it will. I can't really hear anything. Although I do have my headset on and the volume up so I can hear the game right now. So that could be too why I can't hear anything outside. But, you know, whatever. But, yeah, there was a few things I talked about, like summer break in the video, which for me is coming up in like a week and a half, I think, is when I am officially on summer break. But, I mean, you could pretty much call it summer break now, considering all we're doing is review and preparing for our, you know, the final exams or whatever. So it's pretty basic stuff, and I fell off the stage right here because I didn't realize that the platform just ended. But, yeah. So summer break for me comes up in a week and a half, and I'm super excited for it. This summer, I think, I'm going to try and put a bigger focus on, not as so much, like, gaming-related, like, visual effects videos. Like, a lot of you may not know this, but I had another channel before this where I used to, you know, do a lot of kind of like visual effects stuff, but I didn't know nearly as much as I did back then that I do now. Like, I experiment with Cinema 4D in Vegas a lot when I want to like do something cool for a video. So I experiment a lot with those, especially with making intros and stuff like that. So I've been experimenting a lot with that lately, and I really want to try something cool. So hopefully in the summer we'll have at least 2. I've got 2 videos that I kind of want to do that I've kind of got planned out. They're still in the planning stage. But I've got right here. This is where it'll happen. Once I die here, you'll notice that in the next video, because I cut them together, so you kind of wouldn't be able to tell. But after I die here, you'll notice that my life counter goes from 7 all the way down to 1. Like right here, watch. You'll see it right after like I wasn't even dead there. I was still jumping. See, it's 1 now. So I'd cut out as many fails as I possibly could. And trust me, there was a lot of them. It was like basically this clip all over. Like it was like this clip times 8. Or actually, it would be like 6, actually. It was 6 times over, and it was like a 2-minute long clip each time. So you can imagine that was like 12 minutes of footage that I cut out, maybe. Probably some less, actually, but you get the point. Actually, probably wouldn't be 2 minutes of footage, because it actually keeps your time after you die. But that's not the point. So yeah, I've got 2 videos that are in the planning stage to do. One of them is a very high budget, I guess, video that I'm working on. It's going to take me a lot of effort if I could even pull it off. It's one of those things that I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to pull it off, but I want to do it because it's just for the challenge. And then if I do pull it off, it'll be cool. So that'll be awesome to do, and I hope that one turns out well. And there's another little short that I can do that'll be easy to do, but I don't know if I'm gonna do that one just yet. My main problem right now is the weather. The weather in Connecticut right now stinks, and it's like the middle of May. It's almost freaking summer. We should have like really decent weather, but it's just been crap lately. Like, it's been raining and just total crap, so I haven't been able to like do any like filming or anything. So I'm hoping to do those though during the summer, but unfortunately my job might get in the way of that too. I work with my cousin out doing, you know, odd jobs and stuff like that, but basically anything you don't want to do and you want to pay someone else to do, that's what we do. So yeah, he's already talked to me about it. He's like, you know, when are you gonna get on summer break or whatever, you know, I want you to come work with me. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, I know I want to work for you, but I also want to make videos too now. Like, I'm making videos a lot more than I was last year or for the past 2 years when I was working for him. So I'm like, kind of want to keep, when I fell through the hole between the elevator and the platform there. Because honestly, I didn't even realize there was a hole there, but you know, I fell through it, so there is one there. But yeah, so I have to work with him, and like a good week for me, money-wise, a good week would be I would be working all 5 days, 8 hours a day. But usually I only work like, I'm gonna say 3 days a week at tops usually, which are usually 8-hour days from like 7 to like whatever, like 3 or 4. I don't even know if that's 8 hours. I didn't bother doing the math, but you get the point. I wake up early and then I get home. I get home before 5 usually. So if I get home before 5 and then I record the night before, I can usually get a video out. Like now I record at night and then I edit during the afternoon and upload during the afternoon. So I mean, the schedule won't change much for recording wise, just when I'm going to be able to edit and upload would change. Especially editing. Editing is the only problem. I mean, I can upload at night too, like before I go to bed or whatever. Or before I record, I can just upload. Editing is the hardest thing, just because of render times though. It's not that like I take like 5 hours to edit a video, you know. I don't. These videos I can pump out in usually like a half hour maybe. And then render times on top of that. My render times for usually these videos, depending on how long they are usually around like 20, 25, 15 minutes maybe, depending on how long they are. But yeah, so that's the only problem though. And then the computer that I render on isn't actually mine. It's like a family computer, but it's ages better than the computer that I record on. The computer I record on is like 5 years old. I've probably told you this before, but it is ridiculously old, and I'm actually buying a new computer, well, building a new computer for my birthday, which is at the end of the summer, which is when I'll be getting, hopefully, my upgraded HD capture card, so that'll be cool. And then, you know, with the HD capture card, I have already a planned LP for that, and I'm hoping I can get in touch with a few other people, and we could do some collaboration. I already have one collaboration type Let's Play project that I've planned out with another person, so hopefully we'll be doing that soon. I plan to do it after this one, just because, well, I don't want to give away too many things, but yeah, I plan to do it after this one, and maybe before the other one that I want to do, because you know, there's just so many games that I kind of want to do right now. But yeah, so hopefully this commentary isn't turning out too bad. It's I would be surprised if it's actually... Well, actually, I wouldn't be surprised if it's better than my normal ones, because I'm usually trying to focus on the game and not just straight up commentary. At least this, I just have to watch a video, and then I can just talk about, you know, whatever, and it'll work. Of course, if you don't care about my personal life at all, then this is probably boring as anything to you guys. There's some tractor beam robots. Yes, I love tractor beam robots. Ragdolls of Sonic and Friends. I actually think like the end of the stage is near here. It should be. We're like almost through the video. Because what I'm doing right now is I actually have the clip loaded in Vegas with it pre-edited, and now I'm just playing it in Vegas and commentating over the edited version. Because like if I wanted to commentate all 20 minutes of this, I just wouldn't. Yeah, the stage just randomly ended here, and I don't know why. Like, I guess you have to stand in a specific spot for the stage to end, so it just randomly ended there. And I was like, alright, whatever. And actually, there's a little cutscene in a boss fight after this, but the power cut out before I could beat the boss fight. So I cut the video before the start of the boss fight, and I will hopefully, as long as my save didn't corrupt, I haven't had the ability to go, well, I mean, I have the ability to, but I haven't had the stomach to go and check and make sure my save data isn't corrupted, because if it is, I think I might kill myself having to get all back up here, because we're probably about, I think this is actually one of, if not the last boss of Sonic's story so far, because I know at the starting of this recording we were 85% done, and then we got this stage plus this boss, and I think after this boss we might actually be done. So I don't know how far we are into Sonic's story, but then we got all the other characters to do, and trust me, all the other characters are... Some of them have short-ish stories with short levels. Some of them have equally as long. Like, I know Tails' story is almost identical to Sonic's, so it's probably going to be the same amount of episodes, same amount of length, unless I, you know, make all videos 15 minutes from now on, but I kind of like staying under the 15-minute mark. But anyways, that's the end of the video for now. So I guess I will see you guys in the next episode when we do this boss. Thanks for